All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Stephen Mullowney. He's the CEO of TRX Gold. And Stephen, welcome back. It's always great to see you.
Thank you, Steve. It's good to be talking to another Steve.
That's right. Yes, we have to stick together. That's for sure. Hey, I want to ask you about a news release you had out talking about your processing plant. Now, we've talked about this in the past. Last time you and I sat together, we talked about you starting construction to put it back together. So let's do a bit of a history lesson there and explain to everyone the process of taking you to today.
Yeah, so last year around this time, we commissioned a 360 ton per day plant that had its own tank train as well as its own ball mill. And since that point in time, we ordered 2 new ball mills, which are the same as the 360 ton ball mill, and put in another tank farm, which is quite considerably large relative to the prior 360 ton per day plant. And we've executed that all with local labor and local talents, as well as local procurement around tanks and plinths and electricity components. With the offshore items are only really some ball mills from offshore, as well as some agitators and things of that nature. So yeah, it went really, really well. On time, on budget. The 360 ton per day plant and this one, the 1,000 ton per day plant cost us total around $6.5 million, which is really good.
Yeah. So now you've put it together. You mentioned 1,000 tons per day. So this is now in commercial production now. So what does that mean exactly?
Well, that means that it's operating at its design capacity, doing exactly what we want it to do, which is produce gold at a really good recovery rate with good throughput. So in October, we produced around 2,200 ounces of gold, which is above what we had forecasted to do. So the plant's working great.
And so this is obviously going to help support Buckreef. So explain to us a little bit about how all this is going to work together. And is there an opportunity here to produce for other people as well? Sort of explain that part to us also.
Yeah. So what does this do? Basically, it provides us cash flow to continue drilling and expanding production. And why is that important? Because we're now in an environment where capital markets are predominantly closed and a lot of people running around trying to figure out what they're going to do with exploration programs going forward. We're lucky. We don't have that sort of problem because we're capital raising out of the ground. And what that means is we still keep the optionality and upside of our great resource and exploration potential around our special mining license.
I was reading in the news release, you talked about some numbers from October. You were 22% higher than you were expecting, about 2,200 ounces. So this is obviously cash flow wise, this is going to be I don't want to say gold mine because I don't want to go that far, but certainly it's going to be really good moving forward. I mean, you got to feel pretty lucky where TRX Gold is right now.
Yeah, I think we're positioned very well for continued growth. Like I said, the drill bits are continuing to turn. We may even, gold price is reacting well, capital markets not so much, but gold price right now for us would be more important, given that provides the capital to put into the ground. And as I mentioned, the tanks are large. So what does that mean? It could probably put another ball mill or 2 on the front, which we're evaluating as well.
All right, we'll leave it there. Congratulations on this. Exciting times for TRX, and we're glad you had some time for us to explain it all to us.
Yeah, thank you, Steve. It's always good to talk to another Steve.
All right, good stuff. Stephen Mullowney, the CEO of TRX Gold.